Hello to my Aries. All right, Aries, the moon is in Libra. Libra is all about partnerships. The moon in Libra is all about partnerships, right? And so it just reminds all of us that we don't have to go through life by ourselves in business, in our personal lives or our professional lives, right? But it does really matter who you are in partnership with. Your sibling relationships, your just partnerships in business, your personal and professional life, just put it that way. Family, blood relatives, whatever organization you belong to, whatever. Let's get into it. Aries. I'm talking to you wherever Aries is in your birth chart, including if Aries is your Chiron. Talking to you as well. Don't forget to pull your birth chart. We do have links below for your birth chart. We also have links for Chiron below. Chiron. Definitely want to know what your wounded healer is and start the process of healing that, because Pluto is currently retrograde, but Chiron will be going retrograde after that. So you can get way ahead of all of that by finding out what your Chiron is. Let's go. All right, I definitely see somebody being a little bit more conservative when it comes to your money now. Somebody's like, okay, time is money. I'm not going to just be, just giving out time, giving out money to certain, I feel like there's a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, involved. Pentacles is not just about money. It's also about generosity. It's home, it's health, it's wealth, it's practicality. I feel like somebody's being a little bit more conservative when it comes to that. Here we have Ace of Wands here. Your third eye is now open. Here we also have the Empress card. So somebody has learned how to, like when you just learning how to be a little bit more conservative. Some people's love language, they warm up to you when they want something, and just kind of that fire goes out when they're not getting certain things from you, right? So that's what somebody is starting to learn, as far as that is concerned. Here we have the Ten of Pentacles here. Here we have the King of Pentacles here. And we also have the Queen of Pentacles here. It's like being in a relationship where I think sometimes people throw the term gold digger around without learning what people's love language is, right? So if you know ahead of time that, that's just how some people communicate. That's what inspires some people. Some things inspire and motivate people, like when it comes in a term of a physical sense, like homes, property, money, those kind of things puts a smile on some people's face. If that's not something that puts a smile on your face, like I said, some people, like I said before, source is saying to you, that's a conversation you need to have at the root. Pentacles is root chakra. That connects us with the earth. So when you're talking about building a life with somebody, and you're talking about like building a business with them in terms of being in a relationship, in terms of work or whatever, you want to see like some places where you work, your manager's like, I'm just result driven. I don't care about what's going on in your personal life. I just want to see that you met the deadline that we set. I don't care about what's going on in your personal life. You handle that. Just make sure that the project is done on time. That's something that some people need to know up front, right? So the same thing with some people's kids. Some people's kids, they don't want to hear all that, lovey-dovey. What you want for your birthday? Okay, give me $50,000. What you want for Christmas or whatever the holiday is? Give me a check. They don't want all of that. You don't need. They shaking the card when they little, like somebody like giving them a birthday card. They got the card upside down, trying to see if some money gonna fall out. Somebody's gonna start paying attention to all of that, and I'm not saying it to joke either. I'm serious. Like somebody's gonna start paying attention to all of that. So, I definitely feel like somebody's starting to see things a lot clearer and not getting so hot about it. Like like your third eye is open. It's not as confusing for some people as it may have been. Just like you say yes to some things, you can say no to some things too. Here we also have the Ace of Wands here. Came out twice. Your third eye is open about two energies, two types of energies. Here we have the Death card. And so I feel like that's what somebody's going to start doing. Somebody's going to start saying, that's where you start learning how to be more. That's when we got the Four of Pentacles. Somebody is recognizing that they're on the dark side of the number 4. It's their way or the highway. It's like, okay, if you don't give me the physical pentacles, again, when we're talking about generosity, money, wealth, health, if it's not improving something for them, if it's not something tangible that's improving something for them, they're not warming up to it. Whether it's you or anybody, they're not warming up to it. If it's going to improve something for them, then they're warming up to it, right? And so no matter what you think of it, that's just how some people are wired. So, the sooner you know that, the sooner you can say, okay, that's just how they are. If that's all they want, then you choose to say no. You can choose to say no, right? And so that's a conversation when you think about going into business with people. This is the new side of you. This is a rebirth, not the old you may have found out down along, down the, on the back end of some things. And so now that everything is coming together for you perfectly, somebody is planting some new seeds. Somebody could have relocated. You're just learning just those types of energies. And you're also thinking about who you're going to build legacy with too. Again, that's a conversation. What's your love language, right? Some people were like, they'll tell you at this stage in my life, you know what? I want a Bentley out front. Or, I want a house. And again, I don't know. Does that make them a gold digger? If they told you, like, that's, they don't, or they're telling you, my love language is, I don't want, just the material things. I want you home. I like you talking. I want you to be more, open in your communication, your line of communication, right? I want you to listen when I'm talking. Like some people are like, I want you to snuggle up. That could be somebody's. But again, somebody is learning. Here we also have the Star card. So I definitely feel like somebody is hopeful and blissful, moving forward. And like I said before, and also here we have the Seven of Pentacles here. Like I said, harvest time for you. It's just harvest time for you. You're hopeful, you're blissful, you're more optimistic, moving forward. Your star is shining bright because something was definitely holding somebody back. The dark side of the number 7 is somebody keeps asking why, or keep talking about they're a gold digger. That's all they want. They all about the this and that. And so it's just like, okay, that's not going to change who they are. Like, let's be realistic. If that's what you think they are, that's your truth. And your truth is valid. Their truth could be something else, though. So I see, like I said, with two types of situations in particular, Source is giving you an opportunity to leave some bridges burned so that you can move forward, right? Here we have the Four of Cups here. And it could be with an earth sign, and it can also be with a fire sign. So we're crystal clear, right? And so Source is saying you don't have to sit around and overthink this because your ancestors are like, here's a cup of water. A cup of water is like, don't spiritually dehydrate yourself over this, overthinking it. Like, don't even spiritually dehydrate yourselves, overthinking this. Here we have the Knight of Cups here. Just be grateful that it's behind you, if that makes any sense. Just be grateful. You got the message loud and clear. Take your power back and move on. That's how you take your power back, Instead of being confused and disorganized in your thinking and thinking that you're not good enough and that you're not worthy. You're overanalyzing stuff. And am I good enough? Am I not worthy? That's just how some people are wired. And I feel like that's how you're going to save yourself, is just praying that, for an exodus strategy. Really, just like, starting to plant new seeds of just like, okay, I want to look at ahead of time. Some people are just like that. So I'm just going to cut ties and move on. That's not your responsibility. That's what somebody's going to start saying. It's like, okay, you're victoriously able to move on from these energies. Yeah. Now that you're in the light, now you can take a leap of faith forward. Again, I'm talking to you wherever Aries is in your birth chart. You just desire to resolve some kind of conflict, within yourself. You just want some kind of like harmony, within yourself. And so the sooner somebody can resolve some kind of conflict within themselves, and because you desire, teamwork, in your personal and your professional life. And so, but I feel like somebody is learning now to have conversations at the root. Get straight to the root of some things, like have those conversations in the beginning. What would you prefer? Like when you talking to people, like, what do you want for your birthday? That's a conversation. Like, what would you prefer for your birthday? Some people prefer a very quiet birthday, just a card or just a phone call or a text message. Some people, they just want the whole shebang. I mean, I want a birthday party. I want you to spend at least $100,000 on my birthday. I want this and that. I want a car parked outside. I want this. I want that. So if somebody is learning your taste, but you're also learning how you're aligning with other people and their taste, as well. So, and like I said, there's nothing wrong with having nice things, but if it's bringing out the worst in you, and that's what it really matters, if it brings out the worst in you where you're confused, upset, frustrated, you feel like you wasted time and all of this, it may be time for you to say, okay, I need to release this and also save myself. And that's what I'm seeing you're doing. So 4 of Wands. Here we also, I need to get away from this as fast as possible. We have 4 of Wands, 5 of Wands. Here we have 6 of Wands. We also have the 3 of Cups. We have the 6 of Cups. We also have the Ace of Pentacles. So some kind of new partnership is coming in, right? Whereas I feel like somebody used to spend a whole lot of time overthinking this, trying to figure out why. So it's like, you don't need to figure out why. You just need to know that, like, the more time you put into things and don't ask questions at the root, like at the very beginning, and like take the time to slow down and absorb, like, okay, the more time I put into something, the harder it is for me to get, as a fire sign, it could cause more confusion, right? Here we also have the 4 of Wands too. 4 of Wands, 5 of Wands, that would be 9. 2, 6, 9. So yeah. So 2 situations in particular, like I said, somebody is like, coming through a long and arduous journey of just self-discovery. And I see, like I said, you're back in the saddle again. You're moving forward. We got the 3 and 6 of Nines. Your wishes are being fulfilled after you're saying some things are behind you, because I feel like your prayers have been answered. Somebody asked for an exodus strategy out of some situations, just like, okay, source, give me some, so a way out of something, right? And I feel like your prayers have been answered. So now you know. Some people are like, they will sacrifice anybody for, the physical, the material world, anything and anybody. And you'll be in a state of confusion. You're trying to figure out why, what happened. I thought this, I thought that. And they looking at you like, what's wrong with you? So I do feel like I said before, you, harvest time for you. Harvest time for you. So congratulations to you. Here we have the 4 of Wands here. I feel like somebody has new and exuberant love coming across their path. And I do see you and your person, I see you and your person possibly getting married, building a life together. Or I don't feel like it's going to be a burden for you. Now that you're back in the saddle again, like somebody's dating again, I definitely feel like, meeting somebody new and you all building a life together is just kind of sort of, like I said, one of your wishes being fulfilled. So I definitely feel like you're letting some things rest in peace. Letting some things rest in peace. And just learning how to discipline yourself, up front. On your throne. Adjust your crown. Adjust your crown. Somebody's finally awakened from a nightmare. Finally awakened from a nightmare. Knight of Cups. You learn how to save yourself, right? You learn how to save yourself from those types of energies. See, here's the thing, what I'm saying here in your cards. Like, you never know, like, the influences that people have had in their lives. And this is what I'm seeing in your cards here. Sometimes people experience things where they get a glimpse of a good life. Like, let's say, for instance, when you're a kid, you grow up and, let's say, your kids, or you were a kid and one of your friends' family was rich, and you went to their house and you're like, oh my God, they got this and that. And for some kids, their eyes bright eyed and bushy tailed, they're like, oh, this is the kind of life I want to live. Like, I'm not settling for anything less than this. And I don't know how I'm gonna get here, but this is the kind of life that's meant for me, right? So it's hard for some people to think of wealth in terms of circulation of wealth. They just hoard. They're like, okay, if I got something, I'm gonna hold on to this till, to whatever, right? So their idea of it could be different from yours. You could be thinking, okay, I really love this person. This is my family member. This is my sibling. I really love them. But they could be thinking of, step aside. I see something that's of more value to me than you, right? So, whatever it is, but source is saying, learn how to protect your pearls. Learn how to protect your pearls. Learn how to protect yourself. Yeah, because I do see Source putting you around a different group of energies, though. I do see, because somebody has been lamenting over some things. Let me see. Yeah. So you're in a posture of gratitude. I definitely see that. Yeah. So you're definitely in a posture of gratitude. You have a loved one that's been passing down, some pearls of wisdom to you. Just kind of like, you never know what side of the family people get that kind of stuff from. You can have two or three kids, one child, or some of your kids could be like, hey, what movie is coming to mind is the movie. It's a Tyler Perry movie with it's The Family That Prays. You had Taraji P Henson character, and then you also had the Sanaa Lathan character. The Sanaa Lathan character, she was like, you know what, forget all that. I ain't struggling, right? But then you had the other sister, Taraji P Henson character. They were both married to, husbands that worked at this. They all worked at the same company and stuff like that. And like I said, some people, they get a glimpse of a certain type of lifestyle. They feel like, okay, no matter what, I'm going after that lifestyle, and no matter who's hurt in the process. And I feel like somebody could, but there's a lot of sacrifice that goes along with that. And I feel like, for you, however you're creating your life for yourself is however you creating your life for yourself. However other people are creating their life for themselves, that's how they create their life for themselves. And that's it. So I feel like your prayers have been answered. To just remove the death card came out again. So two situations in particular, you just decided, like I said, your prayers have been answered, because those energies were, like I said before, holding you down. So something was holding you down, holding you back, from some things, but not anymore. Because I felt like for you, you were wondering if you're good enough, if you're worthy, those kind of things, and not anymore, right? So, you're able to let go of doubt and fear. That's what caused somebody to fly. It's like now you can let go of doubt and fear. Now your star is flying high. So good for you. Very nice. Very nice. So I see you being very, very wealthy, without these energies. And again, I'm talking to you wherever Aries is in your birth chart, not just your sun sign. So please check your birth chart for my cross watchers as well, because this may also apply to you, as well, because there could have also been a fear around the energy of money too. So if you heard, people talk about like they hate money, or like, like there was some kind of evil, something attached to the energy of money, that could have turned you off from the energy of money as well. So it could apply in a whole lot of different ways. But so source is saying, anyway, you've learned how to Ace of Cups, go where you are appreciated and not simply where you're tolerated and continue to be held down by other people's judgment, or even be, stay there where people you feel like know your backstory and let other people harshly judge you while they sit there like a ventriloquist doll and let people misjudge you. So let me see what else we have here. Solar plexus cleanse. Here we have they're an incubus. You're dealing with a male sex demon. Here we have you made a positive impact on them. They regret lying to you. The best is yet to come. Listen to your inner voice. Yeah, so Angel Raphael, the healer and protector of travelers, is with you. Like I said, it's time to heal your wounded healer. But it's time to also keep on moving forward. So one yes from God is all you need. Somebody really misses you. Your laughter is medicine to a lot of people. You are an answered prayer. Your well of joy is within you. But you're not going back to the person you used to be. Time to do a third eye chakra cleanse and also follow your heart. And then also... so it looks like it's an incubus and succubus spirit that's together, so, she's a sex demon. She's a female sex demon and a male sex demon are together, right? So Source is saying you ain't trying to get in the middle of no male sex and a female sex demon. Leave that situation alone, whoever it is. Yeah, that situation will take care of itself. Like I said, it'll take care of itself. So, because the devil always gives the illusion that everything is fun and all of this other stuff, but it's an illusion, right? And so you want to unravel yourself from some stuff in advance. You want to unravel your stuff from yourself from some stuff. You can pray for people and just keep it pushing. But Source has a lot of good things for you. From somebody who has, like I said, back in the saddle. You have love coming across your path. Somebody just, like I said, at the root, you're going to start having those conversations because everything is lining up perfectly for you. So you don't want to give a whole lot of time and, energy to it, overthinking it, trying to figure it out. Like I said, that would be the devil trying to confuse you. You're sitting there trying to figure out, like, what is this and why this? Okay. Yep, so here we have 24. I am generous. You have a heart of gold and you're very skilled at maintaining balanced, stable relationships. You are loyal to your loved ones and you're able to be the nurturer, protector, and provider all at once. 24. That is what I have for you. Thank you for joining me. Like I said, when you're talking about balance, you got a lot of great things coming across your path and very, very nice. You're like I said, you're not allowing other energies to limit your abundance, right? Your abundance and your creative ideas and how you inspire and motivate people and all of this other stuff that you're doing. Like I said, your wisdom, your intellect. So I feel like you're getting some sleep. You're just awakening from a nightmare and just starting to recognize some stuff that you may not have seen, in the past, but now you see some things. Your eyes are wide, your spiritual eyes are wide open. But that's what I have for you. I'll see you all on the next reading. I hope you all have a great week. All right, don't forget to set your intentions and do your full moon rituals. Bye.